What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Saturday, July 29th, 2023. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. If you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Now we will get into the home run prop action momentarily. We had a great bounce back day with the home run props on Friday. Managed to get some nice plus money winners and roll some profit into Saturday's action. We'll do a recap in a second, but before I get into that, I want to remind everybody these home run props are very high risk, high reward. They are plays that I do not recommend anybody dump their whole bankroll into. The plays, these home run props are just there for some side action, just to have some fun with. Just put some pizza money or some coffee money on the side, and just sprinkle something on. Like I said, just to get some side action, just added interest in the game. But I do give out a lot of home run props here. So if you do take anything from this home run prop show and you play anything from here, like I said, you don't have to play every single one that I give out. But if you do, I just recommend playing it straight up. But I do know that some people like to parlay these home run props. So again, if it's within your means, check out a round robin if it's something that your book offers. If not, and you want to do a round robin, you can just if you check back a couple days ago with the home run prop videos, I did a round robin tutorial with a home run parlay, show you how to do it and the benefits of doing a round robin as well. So definitely just make sure you jump back and check that out. But let's do a recap of the plays that we did give out for Friday that came through. We started things off with Gleyber Torres. Not Gleyber Torres. Spoiler alert, he's on the home run prop show today. But we had Shohei Ohtani come through for us at plus 350 before he left the game with leg cramps. So we got in on Ohtani just in time. We also had Luis Garcia come through for us at a nice plus 700 payout, the lone home run for the Nationals in that game. We also caught Tristan Casas at plus 600. I thought that price was an absolute steal, and that's why you do your line shopping, because I saw Tristan Casas at some books closing around plus 900. So keep doing your line shopping. The line was all over the place throughout the day. So yeah, always do your line shopping. And on the other side of the dugout, there cashed Jock Peterson as well at plus 460. So 4 nice home run props. If you parlayed any of those, or even if you just played them straight up, congratulations. Move some profit into today's action. Now, before we get started, I want to remind everybody I love interacting with you guys. So let me know in the comments down below. Do you like some of the games, the angles I took on some of these games? Do you not like them? Do you have player props of your own? Like I said, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're going to do that, though, and drop your own player props, I ask that you guys drop them in there before the game start. If they're not in there before the game start, they don't help anybody. We're trying to beat the books here as a team at Pickdawgz. One team, one goal, and that goal every single day is to get us paid, whether it's spreads, money lines, totals, player props, you name it. The goal will always be the same, and that is to make some money. And without further ado, we'll try to make some with these home run props for Saturday's action. First, we're going to start things off. I want to just touch quickly. Not looking at either of the afternoon games. I think the one that you could look at if you're going to look at anything is that Angels and Blue Jays matchup, just with Alek Manoah and how he has had issues at home. But again, the only bat I really like in that game is Shohei Ohtani. And again, he's been dealing with cramps, so whether he'll probably play, I would lean towards Shohei Ohtani. That's the only play I would probably consider in that game. Just because I don't love the Blue Jays, anyone specifically against left-handed pitching right now. We got Reed Detmers on the other side in that game, and like I said, there's just a lot of Blue Jays. The Blue Jays as a team have been hitting left-handed pitching fairly well since the All-Star break, but no one really stands out for home runs in a spot like that. Maybe a Bo Bichette. Bo Bichette and Danny Jansen are the two guys that have home runs against lefties in the last week. So take that for what it's worth. But let's get into the plays or the props we do have official plays for, and we're going to start things off with this matchup between the Pirates and the Phillies. Back to the scene of the crime for the Pirates and Phillies. Didn't have we didn't have a actually we did have a cash yesterday, but it was only a lead. It was Kyle Schwarber, but we're gonna go to Jack Sawinski for the Pirates here, plus 350. He's still the main power threat in my eyes for Pittsburgh's lineup. Sawinski's hitting 235 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last week. Now, Aaron Nola has struggled a lot on the road. He's given up 23 home runs. 17 of them have come on the road. Also has allowed 9 home runs in his last 7 starts, including a pair of home runs last time out. So let's take Jack Sawinski for a home run at plus 350. I'm also going to look at Carlos Santana at plus 450. He's hitting 357 with a pair of homers against righties. He had the day off on Friday, so if he gets back in it, I like his chances here. I'm going to take Carlos Santana at plus 450. Now in the other dugout, I'm going to go with some Phillies here. I'm going to start with JT Realmuto at plus 500. JT's hitting 227 with a home run, a pair of extra base hits against right-handed pitching in the last week. Now Quinn Priester getting the start for the Pittsburgh Pirates here. He's allowed 11 runs in his first 2 big league starts, including 4 home runs. In his lone home start, Priester gave up 7 runs, including a pair of dingers. I like Realmuto as a righty bat, as 3 of Priester's 4 home runs allowed have come against righties. So give me JT Realmuto at plus 500. I'm also going to look at Trey Turner at plus 700. He's another righty bat with a home run against right-handed pitching in the last week. So give me Trey Turner at plus 700. I'm also going to take Alec Bohm at plus 800. He's hitting 304 against righties in the last week. Now, while I don't deal with players simply because they're quote-unquote due, I do think he's got a good shot here. It's been a little while since we've seen Alec Bohm go yard. So I'm going to take Alec Bohm at plus 800. And like I said, he was a lean yesterday, but I'm making him an official play today. I'm going to go with Kyle Schwarber at plus 410. This is a fantastic price. You rarely see Kyle Schwarber at a price like this. He got off the schneid with a pair of extra base hits on Friday, including a home run. I think Schwarber could go back-to-back here for sure. So give me Kyle Schwarber at plus 410. Now, the other matchup here, I'm going to go with the Twins against the Royals here. I'm going to start things off with Max Kepler at plus 390. He's hitting 2 for 8 in his career against the Royals starter Jordan Lyles on Saturday. But both hits have gone for home runs for Kepler. Lyles, for my money, still one of the worst pitchers in baseball. He's allowed 22 home runs this season, including 4 in his last 4 starts and a pair in his last outing. So give me Max Kepler at plus 390. Also going to go with Byron Buxton at plus 310. He's hitting 273 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last week. So I'll take Byron Buxton at plus 310. Now, before I go any further, normally I wait a little bit later in the show to do this, but this is a prime example of the point I want to make. Obviously, the betting tool, the home run prop show is to give you guys, free home run prop winners, but it's also to highlight the benefits of using our betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Place. These betting tools are where we get the graphics for the show directly from, and you can see them here. This is exactly, you see what I see whenever you go and look into these betting tools. The nice thing is with the player props especially, these betting tools will do the heavy lifting for you. They'll show you the player prop, they'll show you how often it hits, or how often it has hit, and it's also going to show you which sportsbook is giving you the best possible price. Now, the nice thing is, if you don't have an account with the book that's giving you the best price, you click on that price, you sign up, you get a sportsbook bonus offer on us as a new customer, and you get to play that price while also adding to your advantage over the books that they can't take away from you, which is your ability to shop lines and find the best possible number. There's multiple tools there. There's streaks. If you like betting hot and cold streaks, there's a streaks tool. There's parlay builders. There's tools for profitable teams, angles, underdogs. We all have different betting styles, so I think it's best if everyone just goes over to pickdawgz.com, check out those betting tools for yourselves. But this is a prime example of what the betting tools do. So you can see here, it's going to show you how often the player prop hits, like I was saying, but you can see the betting tools are showing you which sportsbook is giving you the best price if you want to bet on total RBIs or the player to record a run. And it's showing you another sports book is giving you the best price for total bases, total hits, or even the home run prop. So this is the benefit of using it. You can also change the in that orange drop down menu in the top right hand corner, depending on what state or potential province you're in. You can definitely you can switch that up, and it'll use the sports books in that area. But let's get back into the home run props for Saturday. Before that we move any further, I want to remind or let everybody know, I was also leaning towards Matt Wallner in that game for the Twins. He still has 3 home runs against righties in the last week, and Joey Gallo may be a lean as well, who also has a home run off of Jordan Lyles in his career. Now, for the New York Mets, a standalone play in this game for me, I'm going to go with Pete Alonso for a home run at plus 310. This is purely a matchup play for me here. Alonso hitting 350 with 5 home runs, 7 extra base hits total in his career against Nationals starter Patrick Corbin, who has allowed 6 home runs in his last 6 starts, including home runs in back-to-back outings. Now, Alonso also has a 357 average with a home run against lefties, 3 extra base hits in the last week. So give me Pete Alonso for a home run at plus 310. Now, I also wanted to have some plays in that Guardians and White Sox game, but it is very tough with the White Sox having no starting pitcher announced, and the White Sox are maybe where I was looking in that game for bats. There's a lot of White Sox bats that have had success against Logan Allen, but Yasmani Grandal, the only one with a home run. Jake Berger's the only White Sox bat with multiple home runs against left-handed pitching in the last week. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys are playing anything in that Guardians and White Sox game. But I'm going to go to this matchup between the Cubs and the Cardinals, and I'm going to go with a few Cubs here. I'm going to go with Cody Bellinger at plus 475. Now, he's hitting 400 with a pair of home runs, 3 extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching. Now, Adam Wainwright's starting for the Cubs here, and he's been getting roughed up pretty much all year long. And with how hot the Cubs' bats have been, I don't look for that to change. I'm going to go with Cody Bellinger for a home run at plus 475. Also going to go with Dansby Swanson at plus 475. He's hitting 429 with a pair of home runs, 3 extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching. It's going to be Dansby Swanson for a homer at plus 475. Also going to look at Jonah. My brain is scrambled right now at 6 a.m. So I'm still, 7 a.m. So I'm trying to get this video out a little bit early. I've been up to the wee hours in the morning, so forgive me if I'm a little bit frazzled here. But I'm going to go with Ian Happ for a home run at plus 475. He hit 2 home runs off of Adam Wainwright in the London game. Obviously, we're back on American soil here at Busch Stadium, but he is hitting 389 with a home run and a pair of extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching. So give me Ian Happ for a home run at plus 475. I'm also going to roll with Christopher Morel for the Cubs at plus 475. A lot of plus 475s in this Cubs game. But he's hitting 421 with a home run, a pair of extra base hits in the last week against righties. So give me Christopher Morel at plus 475. I'm also going to go with Nico Horner at plus 950. He's hitting 526 with a home run and 3 extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching. So I'll take Nico Horner for a homer at plus 950. Now going to the other side for the St. Louis Cardinals, give me Lars Nootbaar at plus 500. He's hitting 357 with 3 home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. Now Jameson Taillon, not my favorite starting pitcher in this Cubs rotation, Nootbaar did tag Taillon in Taillon's first start against the Cubs earlier this season. Against the Cardinals earlier this season. So give me Lars Nootbaar for a home run at plus 500. Also going to go with Nolan Gorman for a home run at plus 300. He also homered off of Taillon in that game. He's hitting 273 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last week. So give me Nolan Gorman for a home run at plus 300. Now let me know in the comments below, if you guys are playing making any home run prop plays in that Rays and Astros game. I think it's definitely an interesting one. Taj Bradley, he's allowed a home run in 6 straight starts and 9 home runs total in that run. Also gave up a pair of home runs to the Astros and Jeremy Pena and Alex Bregman in Bradley's first start against Houston earlier this season. Yainer Diaz has a pair of home runs against righties in the last week. Maybe Yordan Alvarez gets back into the mix. On the other side, Hunter Brown, he's allowed 6 home runs in his last 7 starts. Maybe look at Brandon Lau in that game, the only Ray with multiple homers against righties in the last week. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. But go to this match between the Yankees and the Orioles. I'm going to go with a few Yankees here, and it's been a while since I've said this. All rise. I'm going to go with Aaron Judge at plus 220. Guess I'm back on Judge here. It's strictly a matchup play for me, though, against Tyler Wells, who's starting for Baltimore on Saturday. Wells, he's allowed 9 home runs in his last 4 starts against Baltimore, including 5 home runs this season. And Aaron Judge, in his career, hitting 421 against Tyler Wells with 4 extra base hits, including 3 home runs. Wells also allowed a home run in 6 of his last 7 starts. He's totaled 9 home runs over that run as well. So give me Aaron Judge for a home run at plus 220. Also going to look at Giancarlo Stanton at plus 350. He's hitting 267 with 3 extra base hits and a home run in his career against Tyler Wells. So give me Giancarlo Stanton at plus 350. Also going to look at Gleyber Torres at plus 430. Hitting 211 with a pair of home runs in his career against Wells. So give me Gleyber Torres at plus 430. Now, again, let me know in the comments down below if you guys are playing on any Orioles against Clark Schmidt in that game. Schmidt's won his last 4 starts, but he has a lot of home run in each of the last 3, totaling 4 home runs in that stretch. So let me know your guys' thoughts. But I looked at this matchup between the Giants and the Red Sox, and I found a couple of Red Sox bats that I like, that I want to go back to the well with, but unfortunately no price available on them at the time the video is being recorded. I'm assuming because the word just came out that the Giants are probably rolling with a bullpen game here. It looks like Ryan Walker is the opener for the Red Sox on Saturday. But for the Red Sox, opener for the Giants against the Red Sox. But for the Red Sox bats, these will be official plays, even though I do not have a price on them right now. So keep your eyes peeled for prices in this Red Sox game. But I'm going to go with Tristan Casas for the Red Sox. San Fran, like I said, implementing a bullpen game. So throwing handedness out the window, Casas hitting .550 with 4 home runs, 6 extra base hits in the last week, including a home run in Friday's win. But again, no price on Tristan Casas, but I'm assuming there will be one very, very soon. On the other one for the Red Sox in that game, Rafael Devers, he's hitting .348 with a pair of home runs in the last week as well. But going to plays that we do have graphics for, plays that we do have official plays on, we're going to go to this matchup between the Braves and the Brewers, and I'm going to go with Matt Olson here at +185. This is the lowest price that we have on the board. Not a great price for Matt Olson, if I'm being fully transparent. But I do think Olson gets one here. Maybe use it as a parlay piece. Julio Teheran, he didn't allow a whole lot in his last start against his former team. But Teheran, when it comes to giving up home runs, he favors left-handed bats. And Olson, a lefty bat to begin with, but I think he's starting to heat up again. Still leading the National League in home runs. I like Olson to add to his tally here. It's going to be Matt Olson at +185. Also going to go with Austin Riley at +320. Going back to Riley here, I'm not ready to give up on him just yet. He's still hitting .348 with 3 home runs against righties in the last week. It's going to be Austin Riley at +320. And I'm also going to take Christian Yelich at +450 on the other side for the Milwaukee Brewers. And take one more shot here on Christian Yelich. He's still hitting .292 with a home run, 3 extra base hits against right-handed pitching in the last week. Now, Bryce Elder, he's allowed 9 of his 12 home runs at home and has allowed a home run in 3 straight starts, totaling 4 home runs over that run. So give me Christian Yelich for a home run at +450. For the Brewers, I also lean towards Bryce Terang, who went yard off of Elder in that first meeting. And the last couple games we're going to look at here. First one we're going to look at is the Mariners and Diamondbacks. The first play I'm going to look at here for the D-backs, Ketel Marte at +425. Now, Brian Wu starting for the Mariners here. He's allowed a pair of home runs in back-to-back starts. And Marte absolutely crushing right-handed pitching at the moment. He's hitting .526 with a pair of home runs, 3 extra base hits total in the last week against righties. So give me Ketel Marte at +425. Also going to take the potential Rookie of the Year, Corbin Carroll, at +400. He's hitting .389 with a pair of dingers, 4 extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching. So give me Corbin Carroll for a home run at +400. Now going to this other side of this matchup with the Mariners, I did like Dylan Moore for a home run. Again, couldn't find a price on him though. But if you can find a price on him and he ends up suiting up, really like Dylan Moore here. He's hitting .455 with 3 home runs, 4 extra base hits in the last week against right-handed pitching. Now the rest of these plays will fall in line with this. Is that Brandon Pfaadt is getting the start for the Arizona Diamondbacks here. Pfaadt has been absolutely brutal. He's allowed 12 home runs in his first 7 major league starts, including a home run in 6 of those 7 games and at least 1 in each of his 4 home starts. So I would take Dylan Moore. But I'm also going to take J.P. Crawford at +650. He's hitting .313 with 3 extra base hits against right-handed pitching in the last week. We normally get some decent value with Crawford, and this is no different. So I'm going to take J.P. Crawford at +650. I'm also going to look at Julio Rodriguez at +350. He's hitting .375 with 4 home runs, 7 extra base hits total against right-handed pitching in the last week. So give me Julio Rodriguez at +350. Also going to look at Cal Raleigh at +330. He's hitting .429 with a pair of home runs, 3 extra base hits in the last week. So give me Cal Raleigh at +330. Now, I'm going to try something new here. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this Padres and Rangers matchup. Now, Martin Perez has been getting roughed up. He's allowed a home run in 6 of his last 7 starts, while Yu Darvish on the other side just gave up 4 home runs in his last start. Now, drop your pick for a home run prop in this game, and if any of these home run props that you guys drop out, you could get a shout out on the next home run prop show. I just want to show you guys that you are just as much of a part of this show as I am. I want to be able to give you guys the props that you deserve. So, yeah, let me know in the comments your thoughts on this game if you have any, and tell me why. Is it a gut feeling? Do you got numbers behind it? Is it about the value that you're getting? Let me know. But going to our last home run prop game for Saturday, I'm going to go to the Dodgers and Reds matchup. I'm going to start things off with Freddie Freeman at plus 390. He's hitting 389 in the last week against right-handed pitching with 3 home runs. Now, Luke Weaver, been batting practice for opposing teams all season long, and I don't look for this game to be any different. Weaver's a lot of home run in 4 straight starts, totaling 6 home runs in that run. So give me Freddie Freeman at plus 390. Also going to look at J.D. Martinez at plus 290. He's gone 2 for 3 in his career against Luke Weaver, both hits going for home runs. So I'll take J.D. Martinez at plus 290. And I'm going to also go with Max Muncy at plus 285. He's hitting has 5 career hits against Luke Weaver. 3 of those have gone for extra bases, including a home run. He's also hitting .462 with 4 extra base hits, including a pair of home runs in the last week against righties for Max Muncy. So I'll take Max Muncy for a home run at plus 285 to round out the official plays. I also think this is a catalog spot for the Reds against Emmett Sheehan on the other side. A spot where I basically think you can name any Reds bat and I could probably get behind it. Now, Sheehan, he's allowed 4 home runs this season. 3 of those have come against lefty bats. So guys like Will Benson, who's hitting it well, and he's hitting it for power as of late. He's in play. Joey Votto, TJ Friedel, Jake Fraley, all lefty bats as well that I think are viable options. Ellie De La Cruz, Matt McClain, and Spencer Steer are all potential choices as well. So if you guys are playing any Reds in the late night game, let me know and see if we can make some money to close out the night. But let's get into the do the recap of the home run props we did give out for Saturday's action. We started with this matchup, between the Pirates and the Phillies, and we went with Jack Suwinski at plus 350, Carlos Santana at plus 450, JT Realmuto at plus 500, Trey Turner at plus 700, Alec Boehm at plus 800, and Kyle Schwarber at plus 410. For the Minnesota Twins, went with Max Kepler at plus 390, Byron Buxton at plus 310. Leans towards Matt Walmer and Joey Gallo as well for the other Twins in that game. For a standalone play for the Mets, went with Pete Alonso at plus 310. For the Chicago Cubs, went with Cody Bellinger at plus 475. A lot of plus 475s here. Dansby Swanson at plus 475. Ian Happ at plus 475. Christopher Morel at plus 475. I told you. And Nico Horner at plus 950. We also went for the Cardinals with Lars Nootbaar at plus 500. And Nolan Gorman at plus 300. For the New York Yankees, I went with Aaron Judge at plus 220, Giancarlo Stanton at plus 350, and Gleyber Torres at plus 430. For the for the Red Sox, if you can find prices on them closer to first pitch, Tristan Casas and Rafael Devers are official plays for me there as well. For the Atlanta Braves, Matt Olson at plus 185, possible parlay piece. Austin Riley at plus 320. For the Brewers, Christian Yelich at plus 450. For the also lean towards Bryce Terang for the Brewers as well. For the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte at plus 425, and Corbin Carroll at plus 400. For the Seattle Mariners, if you can find a price on them, I like Dylan Moore for a home run, but I also like J.P. Crawford at plus 650. Julio Rodriguez at plus 350. Cal Raleigh at plus 330. And then to round things out, the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman at plus 390. J.D. Martinez at plus 290. Max Muncy at plus 285. And again, I think it's a catalog spot where you can pretty much name any Reds bat. I probably wouldn't have too much of an objection for you on that one. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that game, just scroll back a couple of minutes. It was right at the end of the show. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Up over 136,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. Couldn't have gotten there without your guys' love and support. So thank you guys so much for that. If you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that thumbs up. We appreciate a like on all of our content. It lets me know that you guys like this home run prop content as well. Keep producing it for you. And also make sure you have notifications turned on. Now, luckily, We do have some afternoon baseball, but a lot of it's in the primetime action. So I was able to get some early prices, be able to get this video out for you a little bit earlier than we normally do when there's only primetime or mostly primetime action. Um, so a little bit of extra time to get the bets in, but sometimes it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes we are cutting it a little bit close to first pitch. Sometimes there's only a couple of hours between when the video is released and when the first pitch of the first game actually happens. So if you have notifications turned on, you don't have to worry about it. We notify you when the video is dropped. You get those best bets, you get those picks in, and you just get to kick back after they're in and watch the money roll in. Speaking of watching the money roll in, if you are looking for my best bets, again, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. And while you're at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays, I can't stress this enough. Check out these betting tools. They are 100% free. They are there for you to use. They're some of the best betting tools in the business. You know, you're not going to find betting tools like this anywhere remotely close. And if you find anything somewhat close, they're not going to be 100% free. We're giving you some of the best betting tools in the business for free. So make sure you go on over and check them out. I promise you, you won't regret it. Everybody's got their own betting style, and you will find something that fits whatever you like to bet on. So definitely make sure you go on over and check them out. Thanks for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's crush the books on Saturday.